today we will do something different, right? Recently, I sent out an email to my fans, to my subscribers, and to my followers on Facebook, right, asking for questions about myself, about what I do personally, or my personal life, or any kind of other gardening questions that they have that they want to know, or any kind of content they want to see in the future. Right, so I have consolidated a list of questions that I'm going to answer today, and hopefully that will help you. But if you have any more questions about gardening, right, you have any more questions about my personal life or what I do on a personal level, right, feel free to comment below. Right, if your question is good, I will make a video out of your question. So let's get started. So the first question is, do you do YouTube full time? Well, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I only film YouTube videos like once or twice a week. Right? I'm still very busy. I need to work and I need to do a lot of other stuff. Right? Attend to my family. I bring my family out on the weekend. So pretty busy schedule for me. I can't do YouTube full time. And the next question is, hi Richmond, are you single? Well, I have a family. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful son. So so sorry girls that I'm not available anymore. And who is your favorite movie bad guy? Wow, bad guy. So I think the favorite movie bad guy for me will be Thanos, right? Thanos from the Avengers. I think he implements stuff. He has very strong conviction or very strong belief of what he thinks that the world should be. But the method he used is pretty cruel, so definitely he's a bad guy and definitely one of a very inspirational movie character for me. Okay, so the next question is, hi Richmond, apart from gardening, what other hobbies you have? Well, I'm a very tech-savvy person, so I do a lot of, I play video games, I do a lot of photo editing, I'm into photography. I also collect toy stuff, where you can see my Avengers toy collection video, which I posted out a few weeks ago. Right, and I do a lot of collection of all this stuff, right? A lot of, in gardening, I collect a lot of rare plants and things like that. So that's something that I do, my other kind of hobbies. Okay. Next question. I will want to do gardening. Where should I start? Well, to start gardening, I think the foundation must be right. Right. So the key foundation to gardening is really about understanding what gardening really is. Right. Build up the foundation, understanding the principles of gardening, understand how gardening works, how plants work. Right. And then you start to grow your first plant. Right? I'm not asking you to go and take a degree in botany or become a horticulturist, become a professional horticulturist. Right? You don't need that kind of knowledge to enjoy gardening. It's just simple research or simple read out through the Google, look at the articles, look at the photos, and have a good understanding before you try growing your plant. Okay, so do you know of any plants that doesn't require any maintenance or care? Wow. Any maintenance, doesn't require any maintenance or care. Well, there's not a lot of plants that requires that don't require any kind of maintenance or care. Right? Most plants, because they are living things, they have their own needs. You have to somehow take care of them. Right? The only plant that I know that doesn't require any maintenance or doesn't require any care, you can leave it anywhere, right? You stay green, you still have flowers, and those are called plastic plants. So that's the only thing that I know that will survive very long. Right? This is a very common joke in gardening that within my friends, we are like, if you can't find any plants, just grow plastic plants, right? All year round you have flowers. Yeah, so who do you think, this is an interesting question, who do you think will survive at the end of Game of Thrones? Well, okay, I think the fan knows that I watch Game of Thrones, but I don't follow it very closely. I think the current season 8, I think probably Bran Stark, Arya Stark, or Jon Snow and Daenerys might survive the White Walkers' War. So who knows? We'll continue to watch to find out. Okay, next question. Do you have a job? Yes, I do. I have a full-time job. Right? YouTube is not my job. I currently work in Facebook, right? As a data analyst. I've been here for 2 years now. And it's a great place to work. There's a lot of great colleagues, very smart people around, and I enjoy every moment of it. I enjoy coming to work every day. Right, to work with all these very smart people, and you learn a lot of things. You learn very quickly. Right. Of course, I have my own office garden right here in my on my desk and near the windows. And hi Richmond, how big is your family? Okay, so I have a wife, I have a son, so it's three of us, and together we live with my parents, my father and my mother, right, in a small apartment in Singapore, right? So that's my small little humble family. Hi Richmond, can you post photos of your gardens? Well, I have a few community gardens running right, in schools or in the estates. Right. I have my own personal garden, but usually I don't post my photos on the photos of my garden because my garden is along the corridor of my apartment, and I used to post those photos online. And what happens is that people come and steal my plants, right? Because I have those unique and rare plants that I bought overseas. I ship them over. It's pretty expensive, but when I post it online, people manage to track me down, right, and come to my corridor, which is accessible to anyone, and steal my plants. So I didn't really want to do that. But in the future, maybe I will show you some of my collection, some of my plants, right, without revealing where is it. Okay. Next question. Other than gardening theory, can you do some practical lessons too? Right. I know that many fans or many audiences look at my channel and say there's a lot of knowledge, right? There's a lot of lecture going on. There's not a lot of hands-on, right? You don't see me doing potting up the plants and things like that, right? There's no hands-on. There's no pruning of the plant because my philosophy is that gardening, right? The success of gardening lies in the foundation, lies in the understanding of the plant, the growing environment, the growing condition. It's really the principles of gardening, which is why I don't do a lot of practical. But in the future, you will see more videos, you'll see more guides on how to pot out your plant, how to plant seed. So there will be a lot of hands-on video coming up in the future. Next question, another personal one. Hi Richmond, do you like traveling? Where do you go for vacation? Right, so usually I go for vacation in places which has cooler weather. Right, it's a lot more cooler than what we have here in Singapore. And Singapore is always hot and humid. It's always 33 degrees Celsius and above, and it's very very humid. So we prefer to go to somewhere cooling. Right, maybe there will be snow or there may be winter, but usually I will go to cooler places like San Francisco. Right, that's where my office, my HQ is. Right, and I also go to Japan, Australia, where all the cooling weathers. Right, this is places I enjoy. My family, my wife, like London, like San Francisco, which is a lot more cooler, there's a lot more shopping to do. Yeah, so that's where we go when we go for vacation. Okay. Hi Richmond, where do you grow up? Right, so I grew up in Singapore, right, all my life. Right, I grew up here, I study here, right? I complete my whole education here. I'm a university graduate at the Nanyang Technological University, right? I'm an electrical engineer by profession, but I grew up here in Singapore and I do data analysis in Facebook. So that's something about me. Okay, next question, Richmond. How do you become so good in gardening? I can't say that I'm good in gardening because gardening, no one can fully master gardening. Right? The more you do, the more experience you get. The more you know, the more intellectual experience you get, and that helps to build up your competency in gardening. Right? You become a gardener through learning from your mistakes, through reading up, doing your research. So I wouldn't say I'm good at gardening. I just do a lot more gardening. I do a lot of thinking. I do a lot of research to improve myself, and that's why I want to set up this YouTube channel so that I can help many of you, right, to become better gardeners. So if you know my mission is to impact 1 million gardeners to all over the world, right, to become better gardeners, to become what I call the new generation gardeners. So if you like to be one of them, click on the subscribe button below, join me on my mission. Okay, next question. Do you do terrariums? Can you show me how? Well, you must understand that terrarium itself is not something that I do all the time. I don't usually do terrariums. Terrarium itself are glass bottle gardens, right? And those terrariums temporary only, right? It doesn't last forever, right? In some point in time, you will start to fail, right? So you must understand that it doesn't last forever. But if you are interested in doing terrariums, right, I can show you how to do terrariums very easily, and it's very, very affordable to do it yourself. Right, a terrarium you can buy outside, very, very expensive. But if you do it yourself, you can do it at like 20% or 30% of the price of a ready-made terrarium. Okay. Next question. Can you write a gardening book? I would love to have one. Well, I have written around 3 books now on gardening, 3 ebooks on gardening throughout my 10 years of gardening coaching. Right now, I'm writing a new book. Right? This time around, I think this book is a lot more mature. There's a lot more content. There's a lot more structure to it, right? And it will be published on Amazon once I complete the book. Right? So it should be completed by next 6 months. Right? Once it's ready, I will send you the link so that you can take a look at my new book. Next question. How do I sign up for your gardening workshops? Yes, I do run gardening workshops, but I don't run it that frequently, right? Because of my commitments to my work, to my family, and now that I have a kid, right? My kid is 8 months old and he definitely needs a lot of care, so I can't really do gardening workshops all the time. So this is also the reason why I set up a YouTube channel, because I can reach more people easily around the world rather than just do a face-to-face physical workshop. But I think in the future, right, if there's the demand for it, and if you really want it, right, I can set up gardening workshops for you, and we'll see how it goes from there. I will let you know the details, right, about all these gardening workshops. So if you are interested, right, comment below, let me know, and if there's strong demand for it, maybe we can create some kind of a gardening workshop for you. Okay, next one. What's your favorite plants? Okay, so I do have a lot of favorite plants. I don't know how to grow a lot of different kind of plants, but for me personally, I like plants which requires less maintenance. Not plastic plants, but less maintenance, right? Less care, so I don't have to worry about my plants too much. So plants that fit my criteria will be like carnivorous plants, right? Pitcher plants, Venus flytrap. Right? These plants require very little attention, right? They also require very little care. Right? All I need is to water them when they need. Right? So there's not a lot of things to do. They are slow growing. Right? I have pitcher plants with me for almost 10 years now, and they are still a pretty sizable, very small and manageable plant. Right? Other kinds of plants that I grow will be in the office. Right? In the office, I will grow like African violets, right? Which is very neat. Right? It doesn't get messy, right? And it produces very, very nice flowers all the time. So that's something that I like to grow, right, in my office garden. Okay, what's your favorite movies? Avengers, of course. Right, of course, I follow some of these trilogies like Lord of the Rings, right, The Hobbit, and I also like those Harry Potter, right, the fantasy kind of movies, right. So I followed Harry Potter throughout my entire life, during when I'm a student all the way until I'm working. And I recently finished The Cursed Child, right, in London. It's a play. It's an extended play of the Harry Potter series. Okay. Hi Richmond, can you mentor me? I love the way you do your gardening. Well, mentoring requires a lot of attention and time from me. I don't do one-to-one, face-to-face mentoring, but I rather do workshops so that I can impact more people. I do YouTube videos so I can reach people all around the world. I don't really do one-to-one mentoring, but maybe in the future, right? I'm thinking of having some kind of inner circle or some kind of mentoring programs in a way that a certain group of you can come together online or physically, right? It depends. So come online, come physically in a group setting where we can discuss more intimately on the details or advanced gardening techniques or advanced gardening knowledge. So this is something that that I'm thinking of. If you're interested in, comment below. We can start off with something like that. But not for now. So I still continue to do my YouTube. If you want to learn more, you want me to mentor you, it will be through the YouTube, through my book, or through my online courses in the future. Right? Maybe I'll set up some kind of online-based courses. If you're interested, let me know. Comment below. Okay, I think this is the last question. How long did you take to master gardening? Well, like I said before, right, no one can master gardening because gardening is a very, very broad topic. It's a very broad hobby itself. Right, different people has different kind of experience. Right, they have different kind of knowledge. So no one can consolidate and give you the perfect answer. Right, there's no perfect answer, and that's the beauty of gardening because everybody is different. Everybody got different experience. They grow plants differently, and they get different results. And that's the fun of of gardening. What you can do is that you can become a better gardener, right? You can acquire new knowledge, you acquire new research, then you refine your way of doing gardening. Maybe you shouldn't do it this way because you know that certain plant has certain needs to do it the other way. Right? That's the fun of gardening. That's how new generation gardeners do all the time. Right? They do research. They do a lot of fact finding. They share information with their friends. They discuss growing conditions. Discuss growing environment, and that's how you get good in gardening, right? There's no way to master gardener, but if you want to learn more about gardening, then right, that's the way to go. Okay, so that's all for all the questions. If you have any more questions, let me know. Comment below, right? It can be personal, it can be gardening. Your question is good. I'm going to make a video out of it. Right, so continue your gardening, enjoy your gardening, right? If you want to learn more, click on the subscribe button below. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, and I will post some new videos every week, right? Just for you and for you to learn, right? So you can become a better gardener. Enjoy my mission, become a new age gardener or new generation gardener, right? And I'm going to impact 1 million people, and there's a lot more videos coming up. So make sure you follow my channel and enjoy your gardening. I will see you soon.